Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Boast from the 19th hole. We got the Pro Division here for the Summer Major Tournament. This is the playthrough guide, and hopefully with this you all can gain some knowledge of the course, improve your score, and help put yourself in a better position to qualify, play in the opening round, and then hopefully be in the weekend round as well. So we'll talk about different ways to play the hole, ball choice, club choice, elevation change, all that good kind of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a second. Alright, we got hole number 1 here, par 4. We'll start this one off using the extra mile. You could play this one with a quarterback. You'd have to overpower it though, most likely. Plus 10% for the elevation change. You want to go with either a katana or a Titan ball on this hole. And then your second shot's going to be with either long iron, short iron. So it really just comes down to your choice of long iron and short iron. For me, I'll have the Goliath and the Thorn in the bag. So we start this one off with plus 10% for the drive. We'll go max right spin and 2.5 bars of top spin. That's how we're going to play the drive on hole number 1, and we will be going to the right side. So let's see what we got here, if it's my turn or my opponent's turn. Dun, dun. Alright, so I get to go first. We go 2.5 top, max right, like this. And we're just trying to land this shot up there into the fairway a little bit. So 7.0 is going to be 3.3 rings. So we'll go up a little bit and then 3.3 rings back, just a little bit extra. Right to the right, this should be grate proofed on this drive, so we'll test that out here real quickly. And as you see, we're going to roll up nicely, not too close to the edge but not too far away, and that puts us in a good spot right there, 347 yards. So definitely a good grate proofed shot right there. And we'll be back for our second shot. Alright, so for our second shot here, 5.8, let's see what kind of, we have the Goliath there, the Thorn there. So we're going to be playing Goliath at min for this shot. And we'll go with about 2 bars of backspin here. 3 bars of backspin here for this shot. Hopefully we have enough room to adjust for this shot now. Coming in at this pin, 1.9 rings is our adjustment, and looks like we do. Hit that one perfect. Let's see how this one comes in with 3 backspin, and there we go. Got the eagle with 3 bars of backspin right there at the edge of minimum club right there with the Goliath, and that's fine. You can play that shot also with backbone or a Saturn. I just kind of prefer the Goliath. I've got that little bit of extra ball guide there on the Goliath, and as long as you hit it perfect, the Goliath is a really good club to use. But if you are looking for a more accurate club, backbone would probably be the way to go for that hole. So that was hole number 1. We'll catch you all at hole number 2. And once again, that was a plus 10% adjustment for that second shot, and it was dead middle of the cup. Alright, we got hole number 2 here, par 5. 10% on the tee box, going with the extra mile and big dog. Playing this one with the katana ball for that side spin and a little bit of power. You could also play this one with the Kingmaker as well. That would definitely work. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch to a Titan ball for this one. So we're going to play a Titan ball for this hole. Alright, change my mind again. We're going to go with the katana ball. Full right spin, 2 top spin. Katana ball. 2 right spin, 2 top spin, full right spin. We're playing this shot right over here. We're going to be using curl for the shot. So 5.2. And then we're going 2.8 rings. So there's 2.8 rings. And then we're going to use a good amount of curl here for this shot. Hit it perfect. This one should get us up that fairway nice and neat. We're trying to get as far up to the right side of this fairway as we can. and that's going to put us in better position for our second shot with our big dog. You could also go with less topspin on that shot. Definitely could play less topspin on that shot, but the farther you get up into that far right corner of that fairway, the better position you are for your second shot with the big dog. My opponent played his shot to the left. As you can see, he cannot reach the green from his position. That's why you got to make the skip shot like I did to get to the green in 2, to get that eagle and take all of these bunkers out of position, out of play. So we'll play 20% here for our next shot. 6.6 wind here. We're gonna play with we're gonna play with 0.5 backspin and 2 bars of left spin. Now we're just gonna go 1 backspin, 2 left spin here, and we want our shot to land right about in there. So 3.9. Right about there is where I wanted to pull back. Got a little bit of lag right there, so we did hit great left. We're still going to be okay and be on the green, putting for an eagle. Unfortunately, we got that lag. It looked like we had really good speed though for that ball if we had gotten a perfect shot. But wow, that needle lag was ferocious. Luckily for us, we did not clip that that rough right there, so we were able to salvage it. But that's the way I'd play that one. If you're in that position, 1 backspin, 2 left spin, and just try to aim that ball for the hole. You push into overpower to get that second bounce just on the other side of the rough, and then you pull back for your adjustment for the wind, whatever that may be. Plus 20% for me was 3.9 rings. Alright, we got hole number 3 here. This is a par 3. I'm going to play this one with a sniper and a katana ball. We'll go 1.5 backspin, max right spin, and we're going to play this a 1-to-1 plus 1 ring adjustment here for this shot. So let's see here. There we go. I scared myself for a second. So we got max and then 1.5. Alright, so 8.1 rings is going to be our adjustment here. 5. So we're going to have to go with a little tiny bit of overpower for this shot actually. See how this one comes in. Very close right there with that shot. I had to go into a little bit of overpower. If you do have a sniper level 8, if you have a sniper level 9, you won't run into any problems with the katana ball. If you have a sniper level 8, you will come in some issues with the katana ball, so you will need to play with a kingmaker, I would say, to avoid the issue that I had. Was the issue I had not something that we could overcome? No. We just had to play the shot with a little bit overpower. And, you know, in doing that, we may have hit that ball a little bit harder than we would have wanted to. Would have been really interesting to see that ball come in with just a regular power perfect shot. Max right spin, 1.5 backspin. And that ball was lined up really nicely from the hole right there. I could have possibly pulled my target back to +6 instead of that +5 mark. I really think that could have worked as well, but I didn't really have the time to really do that at the time, so we just had to roll with what we had, and I don't know, it ended up pretty good. Definitely something we can build off of and try to dial in for the week to come. Alright, we got hole number 4 here. This one is a par 4, extra mile, hopefully in thorn distance for our second shot. We'll play plus 10% for our initial drive, and you can use a katana or a kingmaker here on this hole. You definitely want a ball with some wind resistance and some side spin. So that's why I say either the Katana or the Kingmaker. Either of those balls would be decent ball choices. For the second shot, we're going to be looking at a Thorn shot with a plus 10%, 3 to 4 bars of backspin right over the edge of the rough line. So let's see what we have here for our drive distance. Alright, so we got 5.2, which is going to be about 2.6 rings for the adjustment here. We want to bounce right about in there. Full top spin, left spin. And now we'll just adjust for our shot, which is 2.6. And just try to hit a perfect ball here. A little bit of left curl. We do hit perfect, so this one should be a good drive. Should roll right down the middle of the fairway and set us up for a shot with our Thorn for our second shot. My opponent did go to the left side, so we're going to stick around and look and see what kind of a shot he has going to the left side. Now, if he was able to get farther down this fairway, look at that wind. That's a pretty nice tailwind to the hole. So if he was able to get a lot farther down this fairway and be in a Thorn range or Hornet range with that nice straight tailwind, that definitely may be something to think about. But he's probably a good 20 yards short of where he really needs to be to make this side, usable. But it's definitely there. So, if it's something that you've been thinking about, then there you go. You see what the wind would be like. It'd be a nice straight tailwind. For our shot, we're going to have hopefully a Thorn here. Plus 10% is going to be our adjustment. 6.8 wind. And let's see, min here, max. So we're going to play this one about mid. Right about mid. So we're going to go 4 bars of backspin. And we're going to put this one pretty close up there into the hole. And 3.2 is going to be our adjustment, pretty much right at mid. And we'll see how this one comes in. Hit it perfect. And just a tiny bit short there on that shot. But a little bit left of the hole too, it looked like. I may have pulled a little bit on that adjustment. But that's definitely, the best way to play this hole, I think, is with the Thorn. And just make sure you're correct on your adjustment when you do pull your shot, so that you are playing the correct adjustment. And that may have been a little bit more than mid adjustment from that location. But 4 bars of backspin, just make sure you have the edge of your ball guide there up on the front of the hole, and hit perfect. If you have everything else correct, it will fall in the cup. Alright, we got hole number 5 here. This is the par 3. We're going to play this one with the Sniper and the Kingmaker. And we're going to go for the rough bump here on this shot. So we'll be playing plus 10%. And we'll have to see what our aim point is going to be and what that puts us in. Hopefully it's going to put us around a mid adjustment, because that is kind of the easiest way to play a Sniper rough bump. Then you can just do a basic 1-to-1 adjustment with your club. So we'll see what we got here. So let's see. Yeah, we're just going to play this one at mid, so it'll be a 1-to-1 adjustment. We're going to go with our top spin here. Aim this ball guide at the hole like that, and then we're going to do a 1-to-1 adjustment. So 6.3 rings. Just try to hit perfect here. We should do. So let's see how this one comes in. Not too bad. Definitely something we can work with right there. It's going to put us pretty close up to the hole and give us a good chance to dial in for sure for a chance at the ace. So we'll keep working on that. Maybe need a 1-to-1 +1 there for that shot. That ball did come in and bounce a little bit closer to the front edge than a 1-to-1 should have. So we can definitely try to tweak on that play right there if you want to try to play the rough bump. So otherwise you can play the skip shot towards the green like I did in my other video. Alright, we got hole number 5 here, par 3. We play with the sniper, plus 10%. Elevation change, definitely want a ball like a katana or a kingmaker for this shot, because you do want that that side spin. That's definitely a major part of this shot, is having that side spin at your disposal. Okay, so for the shot here, we're gonna go with max right spin for sure. I'm not sure about the back spin yet. Let's see what we have. Max right spin, 4 back spin right there. I like that right there. Looks pretty good. And then we're going to play this one at just under 6 rings. See how this one comes in. Let's see what kind of a bounce we get here. Okay. A little bit more to the right than I had wanted. So maybe not use as much of the right spin. But, you know, definitely not a terrible shot. I was expecting a little bit more push from that tailwind than we did receive. But it's something that we can work off of right there. We can start by taking a couple bars of right spin off that shot. I still do like the 4 bars of backspin for that shot, but we can definitely take off some of that right spin and see where we get from there. Alright, we got hole number 6 here, par 5. This hole right here is going to require extra mile over power shot. So we're going to go with the Titan ball. For our second shot, we're trying to get ourselves in sniper range. The drive is plus 20%, but we're doing just an overpower bomb shot. So, you know, as far as the measurements go, that really does not matter. You do want a Titan ball though, because we want that extra distance. Because you will have to go full right spin, and we're going to go with 1.5 bars of backspin here, because we do want to stop this shot up here around this area up here. So we are going to aim right over here to kind of protect ourselves from a great left. Great right, it's going to be okay. I don't think we can reach those bunkers, honestly. But I could be proven wrong here. Nope. So if you aim over towards where I aimed, you know, you can smash that ball without having to worry. Great left, great right, it's not going to matter. You can also put a little bit of curl on that shot. Maybe not as much as I put on there, but you know, anything up there around that edge of that bunker is, you know, kind of where you want to be. You do want to use a couple bars of backspin on that shot just to make sure that you do stop yourself from rolling into that bunker. That would not be a good situation to be in. But now we'll be set up for our second shot with our sniper. So we're going to play this next shot with a plus 20% elevation change. It is, you know, a fairly straight tailwind anyway. So, you know, the 20% really kind of just helps you stop that ball a little bit better. So we're going to play 6.1 rings of adjustment here. And as you can see, we can get pretty far up there. So we'll go 3 backspin, 1 left spin. And we're going to put that ball guide just front and aiming left of the hole, just like that. So 6.1 rings is what we said for 20%. And let's hit a perfect here and see what this one does. We did hit a perfect here. Let's see how this one comes in. Rolling in pretty nicely. Boom! Get in the hole for a freaking albatross. That's what I'm talking about. So the plus 20%. The key to that, though, is to make sure that you do aim your ball guide a bit short and left of the hole. The reason for that is because you do have that tailwind, so that gives you that extended ball guide. So definitely want to take that into account. So definitely, you know, that's the way to play this hole, and that's how to get the albatross here. We'll catch you all in the next hole. Alright, we got hole 7 here, our last and final par 3. We're going to play this one with the sniper, plus 30%, and we're just going to play this one with 2.5 bars of backspin here. So let's see what we have here for our lineup. We're going to play this one with a pretty strong offset to the left as well. So we do have that strong left to right headwind, so we do play this one kind of off to the left as well. So we said 2.5 backspin, and we're playing this one about mid adjustment. And I'll play this one more back towards max, I guess. So 6.5 is going to be our adjustment here. And let's see how this one comes in. Hit that one perfect. It's going to bounce nicely. And not too bad right there. We definitely had the offset correct. And I really like the way that shot looks. And that one could just be as simple as changing up that landing spot just a tiny little bit right there. But definitely very happy with the way that one played out, and that's definitely a great shot to be able to build off of to kind of dial in for the week to come. Alright, we'll see you on the next hole. Alright, we got hole number 8 here. This one's a par 4. Playing this one with the extra mile and the hopefully the thorn. We'll have to wait and see though. We'll play the drive at plus 10%. I'm playing this one with the Kingmaker ball. I want to cut the wind down. I want that extra spin on this shot for sure. This is a shot that you know, you could possibly try to go for the green if you had like a really high level APOC maybe, and you know, you wanted to try some sort of a curl shot. We're going to be trying a curl shot with the extra mile, but we're not going to do anything like, you know, special, you know, fancy. We're just going to do a regular curl shot like my opponent right here is playing, with the sole purpose of getting up that fairway as far to the right as we can. To do that though, you got to use a ball with curl, side spin, and you got to use the curl on your club. If you don't have the curl on the club, then you got to go with some sort of a hook shot. We're going to use the Kingmaker, full topspin, full right spin, as much right spin as we can get. And we got 6 wind, so that's going to be 3.3. So we're looking to land our shot up in here, right about in there. So 3.3. And now we're just going to use this curl here to our advantage. This should be plenty to get us onto that next fairway. And it's going to get us there quite well, and it's going to get us pretty far up the fairway. The one thing to keep in mind about that drive is sometimes being at max distance isn't going to be the best angle-wise. Sometimes you have to drop your shot back a little bit farther in the fairway to get yourself a good enough angle to be able to make that curl onto that next fairway. I think that's the most common mistake I see people making, is trying to do the curl all the way up that fairway, but at that point they just don't have the angle to make that shot. Unless you've got like an APOC or something like that, then you got plenty of curl. But if you got an extra mile, 7 or 8, you definitely have to use what you have to your advantage. And you know, you don't have quite as much curl on that club as you would an APOC. So for this next shot here, we're playing plus 10% here with our Thorn 5.0. Let's see what kind of a distance we have here. Right at min. Oh, we're right at min. Wow. Not really sure I like this. We're going to play, we're just going to go ahead and play this shot right here at max. We're going to give a little bit of top spin here. We're going to drop it back just a tiny bit. And then make our adjustment 3.8 rings. Try to hit this one perfect. We do. And let's see how this one comes in. There we go. We got the eagle. As easy as that. Plus 10%. We threw a bar of topspin on that one just to give us a nice slow ball guide to the hole. And made the maximum adjustment on that shot and got the eagle. So that's hole number 8. Catch y'all hole number 9. Alright, we got hole number 9 here, par 5. Playing this one to the left side with the extra mile. Trying to set ourselves up for this rough bump here, up here along the green. You can play conservatively to the right side and take a big dog and either lay up to that right side or try to bounce up that hill and onto the fringe of the green. But it's definitely, you know, I don't think it's the play to put yourself in chance for the position for the albatross. I think playing to the left side with that nice left with that nice tailwind going left up that fairway is the best way to attempt to try to get the albatross, and that's with the rough bump. Up there you can also play a guardian shot straight to the green. It's going to leave you a very nice easy putt for an eagle. And I just think playing it to this right side is, you know, is not going to give you the best advantage, and it's not going to give you the easiest eagle either. So maybe my opponent will prove me wrong here. We'll see. For this shot, though, I'm going to play, you know, you want some maximum distance, so we're going to go with a Titan ball here. I think that'll be plenty. Full top spin, and we're going to go with right spin as well. And this is just going to be like an overpower shot, really, you know. Just going to try to blast it as far up the fairway as we can. The farther we go, the better position we're in for our sniper shot. Right there is going to put us in plenty of position. Plenty of position. 428 yards, more than enough for our sniper shot. So here you're going to see my opponent's shot right here. He's got the sniper. So what he's going to have to do is he's just going to have to lay up here at the bottom of this hill. You know, from that location there, you're still going to have a really good chip at the hole. But why chip it, you know, with an end bringer when you can putt it, you know, for an eagle or possibly get the albatross? That's the way I see it. You also have the chance to go left and into the rough with a bad shot, you know. So other things can go wrong as well, and it's just, in my opinion, not worth the risk. So we're going to play 0% here for this next shot. See what we have here with our sniper. We're going to play the shot pretty close up here to the top of this little hill, just to get a little bit better of a rollout here to the hole, as you can see. Looks like a good rollout right there. And 6.4. Didn't even check my distance here. We're at mid here. So 6.4 mid is going to be 5.8 rings. But then we're going to push up half a bar as well. And that's to account for going back downhill. Hit perfect. Let's see how this one comes in. There she blows. There's the albatross. Just how we drew it up. Perfectly planned out. Bottom of the cup, baby. Boom. Alright, that was hole number 9. That's how we're going to end our pro playthrough here today. Definitely one of my first looks at the course. Definitely satisfied with some of the ways we play these holes. Definitely some improvement for a few of the holes as well. And we can always adjust those, tweak those throughout the week. hopefully you all can use this information to the best of your ability and get you some good scores. Good luck on the opening round. Good luck qualification.